Here with me is Janusz Sobak, an IT account manager at eVolpe Consulting Group. eVolpe Consulting Group is a company based in Poland that provides services in the field of comprehensive business system implementations based on open source since 2009. And Janusz, we're really pleased to have you here with us. And if you want to add anything more to what I've just said, please feel free to do so.
Thank you very much for a really kind introduction, and also I could just add that I'm really happy to be here with you. So we as eVolpe are working also with open source projects, but not only. Also SpiceCRM is something new to our portfolio. We're happy for that, and provide this software also on the Polish market.
Fantastic. So perhaps you could tell us, considering your ample experience as an official reseller and a partner for SpiceCRM, your point of view and your customers' point of views. Why do your customers actually like SpiceCRM? What is it that brings them and brings them towards SpiceCRM?
So customers who are considering working on a SpiceCRM really often are looking for something fresh on the market, less mainstream, and something which is ready for work, but also easily to adopt and tailor to each specific needs. And what is good to notice that SpiceCRM takes a lot good values from huge softwares like Salesforce or Sugar CRM tools, but do it in their own reinvented way. And obviously open source licensing fee that you don't have to pay for licenses is a huge advantage for a lot of our customers, and they really like it. And it's a great alternative for legacy solutions. So yeah.
Thank you very much for that. And have they mentioned to you what the benefits that they see when using SpiceCRM?
So as I mentioned, one is that you can customize the tool to your really specific needs. If you work in different industries, you can adopt the software to yourself. So it's not like you just buy something completely ready and you have to adapt to it in other way. The system should adapt to your needs. So here with SpiceCRM it's possible, and even it has a lot of robust features because it has, for example, prepared the particular way of collecting GDPR and related consents, or you have an advanced calendar when you can easily book a common company resources. It still has a lot of free space to adopt it, and so it's perfectly fine for our customers to work on something like that. So actually the sky is the limit here, or the ideas are the limits, because it's related to the budget which we have, but no fees for the licenses, just the implementation costs are here with Spice.
Fantastic. So those are the benefits. Okay. And what features do you believe, or do your customers believe, would be unique to SpiceCRM according to their experiences and them working with SpiceCRM?
So I don't know if there are features unique to it really, but it works perfectly fine as a typical customer relation management system, and it's a good thing because a lot of people doesn't want to change so much their way of their work. So if they will go to the system which is easily friendly, the UI is friendly for them, it's a really huge advantage of a good CRM system. But what is good to mention about this software, that even if it's an open source code, you have such a good looking system because in interface is perfectly done based on AngularJS. You have behind the Lightning design system, which makes the work easier to do. And each customer, even if I just started logging into the SpiceCRM, I know exactly how to go in the interface, what button I should click, and doesn't make too much information and misunderstandings on the screen. So this is the huge advantage of SpiceCRM. I personally really love Kanban view and drag and drop option. and also that you have the customer journey already implemented in the software and the built workflow inside, and also that you can have Spice as an app, because a lot of our customers work remotely, and they go to the client, need to make like short note and etc. Their mobile app option is also possibly with the Spice. Yeah.
Fantastic, that's great. So from what you're telling me, you've actually run a few projects with SpiceCRM. Which is one or two that you can mention or that are worth mentioning on this call?
So still SpiceCRM is something new in our portfolio, but we have already some experience with customers here in the Polish market, and people really like this interface, and also that it's so easy and simple to implement it, and that you can have it on your server, or you can just decide who's the provider of the hosting. I can mention for sure that SpiceCRM were implemented in the industry of the building industry here from our customers, and also I could mention about Polish football team, one of the top professional league, and here were also some adoptions made in the system. Here this open source code made in SpiceCRM were a huge advantage, because the customer wanted to send marketing gifts and also informations to their partners, and also to the supporters of the club. And of course the manager of the sales team from the company told us that the SpiceCRM give them the 360-degree view about the customer, what happens exactly in the system. They know what they have to do. The streamline is a really good one, and that all informations are gathered in nice way, not misunderstandings and chaos about what to do with the customer, what they already get from us. So we see a huge opportunity to implement it with other customers also, and also that this tool can be easily installed without huge implementation process is a huge advantage.
Fantastic. And so you believe that SpiceCRM has actually added to your portfolio of other CRMs in a good way. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
As I mentioned about the interface and the nice looking from the user part, I would say. So SpiceCRM get this niche when Sugar CRM was like a fully free open source solution. It changed with the time, but for these customers which really like it working on that software, for the open commercial community edition, they could switch for the SpiceCRM and also work on the tool, which is nice looking, still open source. And here's when the SpiceCRM came out with our first customers, and this definitely enriched our portfolio, especially that not much open source projects has already prepared so good UI for the customer. So that was a huge advantage, and we use it and make SpiceCRM even more popular here in Poland. And of course we give a lot of support from us, so the customers doesn't have to be alone or contact with the producer.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that information. Okay, so I'm gonna just end the interview. I'd like to kind of like spice it up a little bit for you. So if you were a SpiceCRM feature, which of these would you be? Which would you choose to be?
Okay, that's a nice question. This is thing which I get to go. I think I would be an activity stream, because people who knows me quite well knows that I'm still moving. I'm still in maybe not rush, but still walking somewhere. Not can't still sit still just in one place. Still wanted to do things and make conversations done and the deals done, and this is something which actually the activity stream done, because it makes you up to date with the situation. So it's also changing, and it's a really nice feature which has a lot of changes, and it's really a huge advantage in the software. So I would say this is the feature which I personally think I could be answering the question.
Thank you so much for that information. So movement it is. Thank you very much for your time, and very much appreciate your answers and relating your experience to us. It's been very helpful, and thank you very much again.
Thank you for this conversation, and also see you soon. Hope to have much more opportunity to talk about features in Spice.
Thank you. Bye bye.